Tell us about yourself. Why are you running for office? What talents do you bring to the office?
Good evening. I'm John Kelly, and I'm running for re-election to the Wheaton Park District Board of Commissioners in the upcoming April consolidated election. My family and I moved to Wheaton from Lombard in 1990, and ever since that time, I've been volunteering my time at the Wheaton Park District. Shortly after moving in, I joined the Park District's all-volunteer youth baseball board and quickly became the first president of the newly added softball program. I moved on to serve as the commissioner of the entire baseball softball program, all the while coaching over 50 youth baseball, softball, soccer, and basketball teams. In 1997, I received the Community Service Award from the Illinois Parks and Recreation Association and Illinois Association of Park Districts. After my time in youth sports was over, a few current park board commissioners approached me about running for the park board in April of 2009. I was elected to my first term. Professionally, I am a licensed engineer in Illinois and president of a mid-sized commercial construction company. As a contractor with both extensive public construction experience, I brought a level of expertise to the board that was previously achieved through the use of outside consultants. I quickly became chairman of our Buildings and Grounds subcommittee and have held that position ever since. I truly believe that my expertise has helped the Park District save millions of dollars in both construction and consulting fees on our numerous projects. I've been directly involved in every major project the Park District has undertaken since I joined the board, including the Northside Park renovation, Central Athletic Center construction, and most recently, the design and construction of the new Memorial Park improvements.
It has been 5 years since the last community-wide park survey. Would you conduct another one? If yes, what would you see as the most important focus?
I supported the previous surveys, and I would support another one when the time is right. Unfortunately, I do not believe now is the time for another survey, as we are trying to recover from the current pandemic. But I think the time may be right in a year or two when things return to normal. Ever since I joined the board, we have always tried to find various ways to solicit community input. And I believe it is our duty to both solicit input and then act on the input we receive.
The parks are being challenged by lost income due to COVID, but there are needs to meet, such as the 2 aging swimming pools. How would you address these financial needs?
The Park District has had to undergo substantial changes this past year to adapt to the ever-changing restrictions in our state. In the spring, when the pandemic shut everything down, the board was faced with the real possibility of massive layoffs and furloughs as we were staring at major projected loss of revenue. The board challenged the staff to create a plan for moving forward in 2020, which included trying to keep all full-time staff employed and to minimize potential fund balance losses. In response to this challenge, they created virtual programs for at-home recreation, instituted curbside pickup at Arrowhead Golf Club, and tried to cut out services that would result in excess loss of capital. The board was forced to decide that closing the pools was necessary to make sure losses were kept to a minimum. It was one of our hardest decisions in 2020. The board also decided to hold off on all construction and maintenance projects not currently underway or not deemed absolutely necessary. After a year of this, I can say that we were able to keep our full-time staff employed, and our bottom line for 2020 appears to be break even.
Please give us your closing statement.
I do not believe my time on the board is done, and that's why I'm asking for your vote. After 12 years on the board and 3 as board president, I am familiar with the inner workings of the district, including its operations, finances and debt, and our obligations as good stewards of our constituents' hard-earned tax dollars. I would like to thank the voters who have allowed me to serve on the board of this outstanding organization. Our staff is the most dedicated in the industry, and it's been a privilege working with them and representing you the past 12 years. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to my views and for considering my qualifications when you cast your vote in April. I am a volunteer without a personal agenda, and I promise to always put the taxpayers first as we move forward planning the future of the Wheaton Park District. Thank you.